Hey Year 8 and welcome to lesson 13, which is covering surface area of cylinders, okay? So I'm going to quickly explain to you how to find the surface area of a cylinder, and there's a few ways you can do this. But the first thing you need to know is that there is a formula which you need to use when finding the surface area of a cylinder, and that is 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. R, which stands for radius, h, which stands for height. Now, remember, the radius is a line which goes from the center of the circle towards the outside, which is the circumference. It's only halfway. But the diameter is the full width of a circle, basically. So remember, keep this in mind. If you don't remember, come back to this image. This formula is asking you to substitute or input the radius only, okay? So I'm going to show you this example here. It says, from the video above, what is the surface area of the following cylinder? The cylinder is measured in centimeters, and therefore your answer should contain the unit centimeters squared. Now, a lot of you have been putting the correct units, but I've been forgetting to put this little 2. So this little 2, we use it for any shape where we're calculating the surface area or the area. Anytime there's area involved, you need this little 2 at the end. So how do we get this little 2? You highlight it, right click it, copy it, and then paste it into your answer. Or you can do Control C, Command C if you're on a Mac. So we go back to our formula, 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. So that's like saying 2 times pi times r squared plus 2 times pi times r h. H here is 40. That's the height. So that's simple. But the radius, is this the radius or is this the diameter? If we go back, remember, the full width of a circle is the diameter, and that's what we have here. So to get to half of it, which is the radius, we need to divide this by 2. So 12 divided by 2 is 6. And if you don't believe me, let's go into our trusty calculator. Oops. 12 divided by 2 is 6. That is correct. So that means our radius is going to be 6. So using this formula, we're going to go back to our calculator. 2 pi r squared. So that is like saying 2 times pi times r. R was 6, remember? Squared. So we need the little, squared. And then put that equals, okay, we've got the first part of our answer, 2 pi r squared plus 2 times pi times r times h. So r was 6, remember, because it was half of 12, and h was 40. So plus bracket 2 times pi times r, which was 6, times h, which was 40, equals, the answer is 1,734.15 centimeters squared. But because the third number is a 9, remember, we round up the second number, which is in the second decimal place, to a 6. So if the third number after the second decimal place is greater than 5, this goes up to a 6. So 1734.16 centimeters squared. So that should be your answer. 1734.16, and then do a space, and then copy and paste this, centimeters squared, without the full stop. Okay, this should be your answer to this question, and if you follow these steps, you should be able to do this for all of them. A little hack, if you're still watching, if you type into Google surface area of a cylinder, type in the radius, let's say 6, the height was 40, it gives you the answer straight away, and it shows you the working out. Okay, good luck with this lesson, and if you have any questions, you just post them on the Google Classroom.